Guys, welcome back to All Nerd Everything. I'm Craig, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel where I discuss everything from movies, TV shows, your favorite film content, also anime, wrestling, comic books, whatever you like, I discuss. And I was gonna put this video out weeks ago, and I just kept putting it off just because other videos got ahead of this. But now I'm at it, and it's everything I watched in the month of January. There are going to be months where I watch a lot and I watch very little. And January was one of those months where I watched a decent amount, but not too much. But starting with the first one, I watched Palm Springs. You can find this on Hulu, and it stars, I think, Adam. God, I blanking on the actor's name, but he plays in Brooklyn Nine-Nine as one of the cops. He's a comedian actor. He does a lot of comedic stuff. I'm blanking on his name. It's gonna come to me later on, but he plays the love interest of Kristen Milioti. Oh my God, I love her. But the premise is when carefree Niles and reluctant maid of honor Sarah have a chance encounter at a Palm Springs wedding, things get complicated when they find themselves unable to escape the venue, themselves, or each other. And I'm sorry if I'm looking down. I'm just looking at my notes. I had to write everything down that I saw because it helps me remember. Because there are times where even if I don't watch a lot during a certain month, I still have to write everything down to remember the movie specifically. But Palm Springs, it's essentially just a rom com, but with Groundhog's Day in it. And if you've seen Groundhog's Day, just imagine that, but as a rom com. Yeah, this was really funny, and I'm gonna have to go back and watch this. There was Kristen Milioti's character. Oh my gosh, she is. There was a there was something that her character did in this film that I was just like, oh man, that is really messed up. You're gonna have to see the film for yourself to find out. It's really funny, and the two leads have great chemistry together. J.K. Simmons is also in this film. Really funny. Check it out, you guys. It's on Hulu, Palm Springs. Next, I saw Prisoners. I saw this on HBO Max, and I know you're just finally watching Prisoners. Yeah, sorry, but Prisoners, it's the premise is Keller Keller Dover is a desperate man trying to find his missing 6-year-old daughter Anna and her friend Joy. The only lead is an RV that had earlier been seen on the same street that the two girls went missing from. It stars Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal, Paul Dano, Terrence Howard, God, what Viola Davis, the kid from, I mean, not kid, he's the same age as me. The dude from 13 Reasons Why, he's also in it as Hugh Jackman's son. The cast is amazing, and this film only got in for cinematography at the 2014 Oscars. What the hell? This easily should have gotten in for original screenplay, picture, director, score, lead actor for Hugh Jackman, and supporting actor for Jake Gyllenhaal. And Jake Gyllenhaal, he's one of my favorite character actors. In my opinion, he should have won an Oscar for this film for supporting and for Nightcrawler for lead. I mean, those are easily two of his best performances in my opinion. And the score in this film is really, it adds to the tension and the suspense of of the film. And if you want to see Hugh Jackman out of his element from the Marvel films playing Wolverine, watch this film because seeing him as this angry, desperate father who's willing to do anything to get his daughter and his daughter's friend back, it is, oh my God, it's hard to unwatch. It is so damn good. Watch this, you guys. It's on HBO Max. Next, I watched After Everything, and it stars Jeremy Allen White as Elliot and Michael Monroe as Maya. Now, the premise is Elliot receives devastating news the same week he meets Maya, and his world is turned completely upside down. But as their love blossoms amidst the chaos of his treatment, they discover that Elliot's illness is not the real test of their relationship. Everything else is. Now, when Elliot finds out that he has cancer, he drops his bombshell on Maya right away, and because of that, I felt like they were moving way too fast in their relationship, and you can see after they even get married, like maybe not like a couple months into meeting each other, a couple months into dating, and I think the cancer made everything better for their relationship because when that's when they were at their best. That's when they were completely smitten with each other and in love. But when Elliot when he is in remission from his cancer and he's falling apart, just staying at home playing video games, not having a job while Maya is out at work doing everything, and he's out partying with his best friend. That's when their relationship starts to deteriorate because I think that the cancer is what blinded them from blinded them from everything else. They never really got a chance to truly know each other, and I think the cancer is what made Maya feel some sort of Maya feel empathy towards him and made him made her feel like she was obligated to take care of him and mother him even though she didn't have to do any of that. But yeah, this is a really heartbreaking film, and I mean the ending is just sadder. But yeah, check this out, you guys. It's on Amazon Prime, and Michael Moreau is one of my favorite actresses, so I'll pretty much watch anything and everything with her in it. Next, I watched One of Them Days, and I already discussed this. I love this film. I probably might have to watch it again. That is, if it's still out in theaters. But it's starring Kiki Palmer and SZA and Drew. Drew played by Kiki Palmer and Alyssa played by SZA. When Alyssa's boyfriend spends their rent money, they have 24 hours to receive the money and avoid eviction and also keep keep their friendship intact. This was hilarious. The cast is great. To think that when I went to see this film, it was completely filled. Like, and I was kind of surprised by that. And this film made its budget back in like I think the same weekend it came out or like a week later. But yeah, I was very happy to see that this comedy film led by two beautiful, hilarious black women, Kiki Palmer and SZA, were was the talk of the month. The whole month everyone was talking about this film, and rightfully so because they were freaking hilarious. I actually think SZA was funnier than Kiki Palmer. I love Kiki, but for SZA, her first outing as an actor, and she absolutely crushed it. What? Oh my God! I can't wait to see another one of these films, and they need to work together again because this film was absolutely hilarious, and of course it was going to be because even I mean Issa Rae was attached to the film, so that that made me have high hopes for this film. So go check out One of Them Days, guys, if you have not seen it. I also watched Amelia Perez, and I already gave my review on that film, so I don't need to repeat anything that I've said. That is the biggest piece of monkey crap I've ever seen in my natural born life, and it's one of the worst Oscar noms and we all universally agree that the movie is a steaming pile of pink shit. And I hate it. Okay, next. A Real Pain was Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin. They play cousins David and Benji. Benji's played by Kieran Culkin and David's played by Jesse Eisenberg. And Jesse Eisenberg wrote and directed the film. And they reunite for a tour through Poland to honor their beloved grandmother who passed away. And God, this film, I was not expecting to cry during this film. I saw this on Hulu. If you guys want to watch it, I'm trying to prepare for the Oscars. I'm not going to watch it, but I just want to watch a lot of the nominees just to see if they truly are worth the nomination, because there are a lot of times the Oscars just nominate awards are that are critically acclaimed, but sometimes they aren't worth the the recognition. But this one was, oh my god, this was hilarious and heartbreaking at the same time. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, but Kieran Culkin's character Benji, he starts off kind of like very annoying. Like David, played by Jesse Eisenberg, he plays a great straight man for Benji, and their chemistry together is really great. And when you see their relationship start to bubble to the surface, their emotional problems start to bubble to the surface on this tour. There's a lot of unpackaged trauma that they still have not healed from, and it's really heartbreaking. Like I said, I don't want to give anything away for anyone who hasn't seen it, but you guys have to see it for yourself. It is really damn good. I gave it 4 stars on letterboxd, but oh my god, oh, this tore me apart. Yes, this is really good. Check this out, guys. Also watch Presence, and I think the hype for that film was. I think the film is just kind of okay. The parents are underdeveloped, and I don't feel. I'm not really a big fan of the whole, you know, the ghosts, like the ghost POV throughout the film. I mean, it's a very interesting idea. However, I feel like the family drama, we're immediately thrusted into the family drama without any background or context at all, and we kind of have to put the puzzles together. Lucy Liu plays the mom in the film, which is pretty much the only reason I would see this film is because that she was in it. But I feel like the only person that was actually developed as a character was the daughter. Everyone else kind of felt like an asshole. I don't know if that was intentional or not. The dad and the daughter were the only ones I liked. The son and the mom, they were complete dicks and very neglectful to the dad and the daughter. I mean, watch it for yourself. You guys might like it. I wasn't really a big fan of it. I think that the concept is very interesting and intriguing. However, I don't think it was utilized to its, capabilities. And I gave that 2.5 stars. I thought it was just okay. And I also watched Wolfman by, what was it, Blumhouse. I gave this one 2.5 stars as well. It's pretty much what I expected it to be for a Blumhouse film. And if you know Blumhouse, then you know their films don't have a great track record. And I think that horror films that do, the vampire trope or werewolf trope, I think they're better in better told as a period piece. There's a lot of things you could do with period pieces, and it doesn't feel like you're trapped in a bubble. It kind of feels, I don't want to say, what's the word I'm trying to look for? It just kind of feels odd to see a werewolf film or a vampire film set in the modern day. It it like I said, with Sinners coming up with Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler, I think that's a great way to do a horror trope, a vampire horror trope, or even a werewolf horror trope in a period piece. But yeah, this film, not terrible. It was just kind of boring, to be honest. Yeah. Next and finally, I watched Chemical Hearts. Now, this is starring Austin Abrams as Henry Page and Lily Reinhart as Gracetown. Now, the premise, also, I watched this on Amazon Prime, and the premise is when a hopeless romantic high school senior falls for a mysterious new classmate, it sets them both on an unexpected journey that teaches them about love, loss, and most importantly, themselves. I went on letterboxd, and for some reason this has like a wide negative reviews from a lot of people, which I don't understand. I enjoyed the film. It was very heartbreaking and very emotional. Lily Reinhart, I think she's a underrated actor. I don't think she gets talked about enough. And I think next to God, Reese next to Witherspoon and Zoe Deutsch, I think that Lily Reinhart is also bringing back the romantic stories. And this one, like I said, very heartbreaking. I think it's a great film about grief and healing, self healing, and mental health, and just letting go of the past. Yeah, I think it's underrated. I think a lot of people were way too harsh on this film. It's not the best thing I've seen in terms of romance stories, but it is a good coming of age story that, you know, they don't really display a lot of coming of age stories displaying teenagers, mental health and grief and them going through depression. But I enjoyed it. I think I gave this 4 stars. Yeah, I give it 4 stars on Letterboxd. I enjoyed it. I would have to be in a certain mood to rewatch this, but yeah, I enjoyed it. So yeah, that's everything I watched for January. Let me know your guys' thoughts. But until then, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to stay updated with more movie, TV show, and comic book news and reviews. And happy Black History Month.